With the huge success of Deadpool and Wolverine, and that film featuring multiple cameos and supporting roles of characters and actors that we never thought we would see, either debuting or returning, DC Studios' James Gunn was asked about how he feels about cameos, and well, he lets it be known that he doesn't like them. James Gunn, who of course is the man behind Guardians of the Galaxy's Volume 1, 2, and 3, a producer on multiple Marvel projects including Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, and of course responsible for the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, and now rebooting and building an entire DC universe with the DCU, was recently asked about how he feels about cameos that have dominated multiple recent Marvel films like Deadpool and Wolverine. He says that he believes that the recent trend in superhero films overusing pointless cameos is truly pointless, and that he sees it as what he would describe as cameo porn. Now, I know what the comments are going to say. Trust me, this is the exact same thing I thought of. It's the exact thing that hit my brain, so I'm going to talk about it. Here we go, let's talk about it. Yes, remember when James Gunn said that The Flash is the greatest superhero film that's ever been made that he's ever seen? And that film is literally glorified, gratuitous cameo porn as he would define it? Because the cameos in that film are literally just cameos. They don't service the plot at all. Whereas if you look at cameos, and I use cameos in quotation marks, like Gambit, Blade, Elektra, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness cameos, they're not cameos. They're actually part of the plot. Like, they move the plot along. They give exposition. They explain things. They're integral to the plot, right? The Flash cameos are just that. They are glorified cameos. So yeah, James Gunn is being a little hypocritical on this one. But again, guys, I want to stress this to you. He is now the head of the main rival to Marvel Studios. His sole mission is to take the MCU down multiple notches and pegs and put DCU in the #1 spot to make it the best franchise it can be. So, of course, he's going to start talking bad about the other side. I mean, it's just how it goes, right? It's competition. And while he says this, he is getting a lot of backlash because, hold up, how about all these cameos in Superman, right? And yeah, I hear you there too. But I believe that they're there from everything we've seen to actually move the plot along. But I do think it's a little disingenuous of him to point at recent films and call it glorified, cameos, when if you just watch Deadpool and Wolverine, you realize that they are not glorified cameos. The villains are like, hey, there's a random bullseye and a toad, sure. But they even then connect to the plot in relation to Cassandra Nova and what's happening.